Am down here in sunny Albany, Georgia, and I am getting ready to make my infamous Mexican dish that everybody loves. And so I've already prepped my chicken, got it all cooked, ready to go. I'm just sitting here cutting it up, getting it cut so it can be ready to go in. You want your chicken, it has to be finely shredded when you're doing it, and so it's very important to have it nice and cut. I've already cooked it this morning, plus my onions. And as I'm cutting, and if y'all have any questions, comments, feel free to chat. I love to chat while I'm cooking. And if you ever have any leftover chicken, leftover beans, I'm one of those. I'm a Southern girl. I love my beans. I can have a cup beans put in the crock pots, easy peasy. And so if I have any beans left over, it's really good to use. If you have any leftover rice, it's also a very good tip. You can use the rice. I like using preferably non-seasoned, but I also like using consommate in my rice. I didn't have it today, so I had to use taco seasoning. If you do not know what consommate is, it is one of the best ingredients to make Mexican rice. I'm just telling you. But what it is kind of like a chicken bouillon. And it's very salty, so you got to be careful. It's about a teaspoon of it. But it's really good to put in your Mexican rice. And I use taco seasoning as well for my chicken. But the one reason why I love this recipe, pretty much I found on Facebook, edited them out. Right, that's the way we all like to cook, make it our own. That's what this recipe is. Hey, Sister Hannah, it's good seeing you. Joseph, good seeing that you like to cook. And so it's really important to have a lot of stuff prepped before cooking, right? That's one thing I love about this recipe. And as well, this recipe is so adaptable. Hey, Mom, I'm making one of your favorite dishes. And so this recipe is so adaptable to the way you want it cooked. You don't have to cook at the same time every time. One time I accidentally put some ancho chilies in there. Didn't realize they're spicy. And so, but I've made this dish 100 times at least now in the past 2 years. And it's every way is different. I never make it the same twice. And so that's one thing I love about it. And by the way, my mother is one of them that taught me how to cook. I want to give a shout out to her. Happy Mother's Day. Can't wait to see you Sunday. And she taught me how to make Mexican rice. And Mexican rice, you can make it so many ways. You can do it with cheese, with rotel. There's so many different ways you can make your Mexican rice. So this recipe is so adaptable to you. It's how you want to cook it. And that's one reason why everybody loves it. And it can feed, I'm feeding 10 people tonight for supper, FYI. And so this is a great one pot recipe for those people, especially if you have leftovers, like I was saying. And it's also one of them you can have pretty quick and easy if you wanted to. Hey, Charity, it's good to see you joined. Thanks, Mom, for the comment. You're a great teacher. And so, yeah, like I said, it's going to be normally when I'm cooking, I like to have music going. How many of y'all like to have cook music? I make, nachos for lunch, Hannah. Oh, how's Hawaii? Good seeing you, Brother Tim. But yeah, and even, Hannah, I don't know if you have any Hawaiian chicken that you like to do. I'm sure you can make this into a Hawaiian dish. Would be interesting to see. But I always say I compare it to Taco Bell's chicken. Hey, Brother Mikhail, good seeing ya. And it is really good. I like the Taco Bell music, yes. The Taco Bell, but Sister Cindy said, don't compare it to Taco Bell. It's a whole lot better. But yeah, I'm a big music fan, singing in the kitchen, as most of y'all know, or some of y'all might not know. I cannot sing worth a hoot, but I'll be singing in the kitchen and while I'm cooking, praising the Lord. It's not Taco Bell. Amen, Brother McKill. Awesome. Brother McKill, you're going to get me going here. But yeah, helping your mom in the kitchen, right, Charity? It is a bunch of fun to help your mother cook in the kitchen. I would help her when I was like 4 or 5 making Seminoles. Excuse me. We got company coming in. I would make, you're on Facebook Live here. I would be making Seminoles with my mom at 4 or 5 years old. Love those memories. Please talk. I will not sing on the camera. Don't worry, Mom. You're safe and sound. I'll just talk today. Joseph, is that somebody from your home country, the Bajork? I've never heard of that one. My favorite's cathedrals from here in America. I'm trying to think. I think you're from Hungary or somewhere like that. And so, yeah. What do y'all like to do when y'all in the kitchen? Some of your kitchen favorite memories. Another one is helping my mom. This is Mother's Day, so I'm going to talk about a lot about her, I guess. But one of my favorite memories is making chocolate chip cookies and then eating the cookie dough afterwards. That's one of my favorite memories. I have Sister Cindy's granddaughter here. She's 4 years old. We made some sugar cookies the other day. I'm telling you, they were delicious. But it brought back so many memories working in the kitchen. Oh, you're Irish, Joseph. I am sorry about that. I would love to go to Irish. Oh, yes. I'm going to have to do a live video, Mom, with you when I'm home on your homemade salsa. I love that homemade salsa. Brother Jed does too. It's one of those easy recipes you can make. And trust me, my guilty pleasure is salsa with chips at about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. That's my guilt. How many of y'all like guilty pleasures? Oh, good, Hannah. I'm glad you like to sing while you're cooking. I'm hoping I get to see you at SOPA this year. Get to meet y'all. And so, yeah. Salsa is it's so good, so tasty. In my opinion, you can have it any time of the day, even for breakfast. My dad's favorite is huevos rancheros, and he takes salsa and puts it in his eggs. If you don't know what that means in Spanish, that's for... It's easy making salsa. Yep. It's eggs of ranch. My dad takes these eggs. He'll cook it. My dad's a good cook, warning. And he will put bell peppers, onions, and all that kind of stuff in there. But when you have a tasty palate like me, a sensitive palate, I don't like eggs. But I still like the way my dad cooks. He's a really good cook. So, Mom, tell Dad I'm bragging about him on here. If he's watching with us, tell him I said, hey, my dad don't have Facebook. But yeah. And so how many of y'all like to have a big group and you're like, what am I going to cook? Well, this recipe is so good. And as I said, I'm trying to cut this chicken and talk and not cut my fingers off. That would be a bad thing, wouldn't it? So Hannah, do y'all make any kind of Hawaiian salsa? Because that would be really good. We made it for a luau at the nursing home I worked at. And that salsa was so good. Hey, Sister Stephanie, it's good seeing you. You're another good cook. I like cooking with you at camp. I can't wait to see you this year. I'm so excited for camp coming up in August. I'm cutting chicken, Mom. Sorry, the camera don't reach that low, and my fingers are real messy with the sauce that I put on there. And yes, you taught me how to cut and cook. I'm not going to cut myself. I promise. I'm better than that. But this chicken, you got to cut it. Hannah, I'm going to have to send you a recipe for some Hawaiian salsa. It's so good. But I'm going to try not to cut myself. We don't need some bloody chicken. I think I got to get fussed at. Missy Vaughn, our homemade's here, so warning if you hear her. She was like, oh Lord, some homemade fried chicken. I'm sorry, it's not. Hannah, I'm going to have to get some of your recipes from Hawaii. That sounds interesting. Try some Hawaiian food. Hey, Brother Daniel, it's good seeing you. I pray that everything's well with you and all your preaching ministry. I'm trying to comment as I see people join, so that's the reason why I'm commenting. I won't cut myself, Hannah. I have been working on multitasking this past few weeks. As I said, I have Sister Cindy's 4-year-old granddaughter, so I have learned how to go from working for ministry, babysitting, plexitizing, cooking, cleaning, pool, you name it. We're here in the deep south of Georgia, loving this weather. Yes, recipes going back and forth would be great. Jacob Tipton's good seeing you. Pray that all is well with your family and all the singing ministry. Hey, Ashanti, how you doing, baby girl? Our helper's daughter just came in. I'm thinking I'm going to get a strong southern accent before I leave Georgia, if y'all can't tell. And I love the South. Oh, I know it. My favorite age is the age I'm babysitting. 4. 3 to 6. Getting past those puppy diapers and all that fun stuff. But yeah, that's my favorite age, 3 to 6. I've done all the way up to 12. I've done 5 months up to 12. And so kids are just amazing. You never know what they're going to say, what they're going to do. Sister Cindy's granddaughter and I are sharing a room. And one morning she woke up and she gave me this big old bear hug. Just made my morning so much better. They can make your day go from worse to great. So kids are just amazing. And it's a great way to teach. Trust me, if you're a single lady like I am, work on babysitting is a great way to learn how to help with kids. And no, I'm not rushed to get married. I don't have a boyfriend, thank the Lord. I'm enjoying my single life. Missy Bond's in here laughing at me like I'm crazy. But yeah, and so how many of y'all, my favorite hobbies are like fishing and hiking. And I took her 4-year-old granddaughter to the aquarium yesterday, and it was right next to the river. So we went down the river and ate right next to the river. It was like, oh man. Yes, Charity, I can't wait to see it camp. Camp is going to be so exciting and so much fun. Yeah, sitting along the river, eating lunch. Oh, you're talking about one of my favorite times. I'm like, if I had a canoe right now, fishing pole, I could catch me some dinner and have some fun at the same time. I grew up as a country girl. I was telling somebody today, I'm not a city girl. Give me the country any day. I grew up with my brothers. Whatever they did, big sister did it. There's a few times I did girly stuff, but very few and very rare. I love it. So what's some of y'all's favorite hobbies? Mom, I know you're on here. I know what your hobbies are. You're right behind your daughter. You taught her well. Thanks for the thumbs up, Mom. Can't wait to see you and Dad Sunday morning. We're going to be heading out of Memphis about 5 o'clock in the morning, going to Jonesboro and meeting y'all. Can't wait. And then I'll be in church Sunday morning. I'm going to get my fingers wiped off right quick. Now the very important next step is it's now putting the skillet, putting the tortillas in the skillet. I've got the oven preheated to 350. This takes an hour to cook. Excuse me, the phone's ringing. And so you want to just make sure it's kind of like this, and all the tortillas are all flat. Thanks for the loves. Not sure who sent them. And then you take your chicken that you've cut, shredded on top of that. It's kind of like making a lasagna. If y'all love lasagnas, that's awesome. Hannah, I would love to hear some of your singing. I know you do great with the puppet ministry. Have to get Dave Freeman singing. That would be a hoot. Okay, then when you have a layer of your chicken, my dad taught me either have paper towels or a towel on your shoulder, and it kind of helps with cooking. There's another tidbit. But when you have that chicken ready, Mom, thanks for the love. You take your pre-cooked rice, like I said, if you have leftovers, whatever, and you just put it on there and do it. It's kind of like layering it like a lasagna. So it's really cool. I wish I had a better camera to show you all this amazingness coming together. Awesome sauce. Okay. I'm going to show you what this looks like. It's looking good. I mean, this kitchen has been smelling good all day. Okay, there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's the rice, the chicken. Now I'm going to put my pre-sauteed onions. I did not have bell peppers, but bell peppers are really good in this. I'm going to put some tomatoes. It's pretty much whatever you like in a taco, you put in this. And it's so amazing. Hey, Ashley, it's nice seeing you. Hope everything's well with you and your ministry. Okay, next up, where'd I put my beans? Can of beans. Now, like I said, if you have beans that you put in the crock pot with some cabbages, which is one of my favorite seasonings, if you don't know, I will tell you. That is garlic powder, salt, pepper, all kinds of different spices put together. But I like putting it in a crock pot overnight, and then it makes really good beans for this. But canned beans, I'm just using regular chili beans. Whatever type of bean floats your boat, put it in there. I'm an all kinds of beans girl. Our saying in the house is beans and corn, beans and oatmeal. That's all I ever eat. And so, yes. Forgot my cheese. I am putting some mild cheddar in there, but whatever type of cheese you like. My favorite cheese is Colby Jack, but whatever type of cheese you like, put in there, because the more the cheese, the better it is, in my opinion. Beans and cheese, you can't go wrong. And then you put the cheese on there. It's kind of like making a lasagna, like I said. It's just a lot of layers. And then you put some chips. You just take some chips and you just go like this. You just crunch them up, get your anger out. This is the anger management time of the recipe. Whatever you're mad at, just get it out on those chips and crunch them up. It makes it crunchy. It's like, I don't know, it makes it real crunchy and smooth. And so it's really good. All right. And trust me, this skillet, by the time you get done with it, not a joke, it weighs 10 pounds. But that's 10 pounds of deliciousness. And then you can just take your chicken and you put some more chicken on there and that shredded chicken. I think I'm going to have enough leftovers for the kids in case they don't want this, because I know how kids are like me. Thanks, Charity. Yes, it is looking delicious. And then you just take another part of your chicken and you put it on there. Let's see if I can get the camera moved. And then you do some more rice. It's just layering, layering, layering. And then you put some more rice on there. Some more onions. And I'm one of those, I love onions. I can just eat these things straight out of a skillet just like this. Then you kind of just smooth it out where it's nice and smooth. Hey, Brother Luis, it's good seeing you. Pray all is well. Can't wait to see you Sunday. And so, yeah, and then you just take that like that. And then you put on there your beans. I prefer fresh beans over canned, but I'm using canned. Like I said, it's just whatever type of beans. I even put rotel. One of my favorite things to cook with is rotel when I am cooking Mexican. It's so good, so tasty. And so, yeah, it's just whatever. This dish is so flexible. And it's kind of like our lives need to be flexible. It's kind of a good way to put it. And so we just got to layer. We have to be ready for anything, as 1 Peter 3:15 says, be ready in season and out of season. You can smell my kitchen. And trust me, this kitchen is smelling too good. This is Miss Gill's kitchen, Sister Cindy's mom. So I've got to make sure I clean up really good. My mother knows me. I am a mess maker in the kitchen. And finally, I'm putting more cheese. You can never have too much cheese. I'm a cheese lover. And the hard thing is not tasting any of this before I'm eating it. I did this dish one time. I was fasting. I was just drinking water. I was not eating. And because Sister Cindy had company come over and she wanted me to do the cooking. Trust me, it was hard not to eat while you're fasting. But you know what makes it better is I know the people that did it. And then when you get it all good like this, like I said, it weighs 10 pounds. You put one tortilla right there in the center, and then you fold over the tortilla flaps. Like I said, I should have got my phone. Do not found out water bottles that leak got into the phone, so that's not good. All right, there's the goodness. Now it's going straight in the oven for an hour. And then I'll post a picture of what this looks like beforehand. Afterhand. Thank y'all for joining. And yes, holy cheese is going straight in the oven. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining in the kitchen. Y'all have a great day. I will see y'all later. God bless.